Why does mantra require a minimum of 108 or 1008 repetitions? So the number 8 appearing, like, I mean, 108 maybe, okay, they've got some, but 1008, because these are in the books of mantras. So I'm going to discuss my opinion on that in the video today. For those of you who like the contents of my videos, please don't forget to press like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is going to greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And if you could drop a comment, I would love to hear from you. And if you could do me a very big favor, share this video with, your favorite social media platforms, or, your friends, because it's very hard for me. I'm a blind person and I'm using, a screen reader and so forth. It's very challenging for it to, for me to share mine on social media platforms and so forth. Even to create these videos is very challenging. You'll be helping me a great deal, by doing that. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Osman, hashtag the blind Muslim yogi. I'm a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities and specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual matters, right? So I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years and teaching it now for 46 years. And to that, in that period, I've studied under some amazing spiritual masters and teachers from different schools of thought, from different cultures across the globe, from the Far East, the Middle East, the West, including the scientific communities. I've even, developed my own unique protocols, but adapting them for the 21st centuries, making them faster, easier, quicker, more time efficient, and results oriented. To that end, I now have students in over 100 countries, and my favorite protocol is my 5-minute yoga and meditation program, which you can download for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com, and where you can also get more information about my services. Please also remember, my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So coming back to, the mantra sign. So usually you'll find they say repeat this mantra minimum 108 times, or there's 108 beads, and or in the books of mantras they say for you to get the power of the mantras, you must do it a minimum of 1008 repetitions every day, right? And a minimum of 10 days as one set. Don't miss a single day in between, and then you get 10,080, of course, right, to reach a count of 10. Then that set will lock into your body. You'll never lose that increment, right? It's one increment, and you get 10 such increments will give you one level of 100,000 count, right? So 100,000 is considered one level, and each level you're getting more and more powers, of it. But the ending word, it was always puzzling me, why 1008? So for getting the power, we're not doing 108 times, we're doing 1008 times, 1008. So, and the clue came to me when there was some research done on some ancient books, that was between the 6th and the 13th centuries, on the yoginis and the Mahavidyas, the ancient temples in India. And these libraries, there were some books that just spoke of the 8 powers, or the 8 siddhis, right? The powers or magical powers that you can get. And some of the books never even mention the 8, because it's such a common word, the 8, right? So why are you reciting mantras? It's to get powers. Which powers? Lord, there's thousands of powers and small powers you get, but the 8 big powers, the 8 siddhis, these are very well known. When you reach the mastery level, you got all the powers plus this 8. This 8 is, these are very high powers. One is, if I can remember them, right? Let's see. To be able to make yourself small as the size of an atom, right? To make yourself so microscopic, or make yourself as big as you want, right? The size of a mountain, all right? The second power. And the third power is to make yourself so light that you can levitate, that you can fly and just float, or make yourself so, or for that matter, walk on water, right? Right? Make yourself so light, that power. Or the fourth power, make you so heavy that no one can even move you or lift you, right? those of you heard, the mythological or some, real, whichever way which you believe of the Ramayan. Hanuman became so heavy they couldn't move him, right? He had that power. Means very reached the maximum level, of advancement in yoga. Then there's the fifth one where you can get control of the five elements of the wind, of the seas, of the water, of the rain, the air, the space, everything you can get, right? The power of the five elements, which is earth, let me get it right: fire, air, space, earth, and water, right? The five elements, right? Which constitutes the entire periodic table, all the elements, right? When they say the five elements. And also the next power, the sixth power, is getting the power over your own body, your mind, your mind, body, and other people's body and mind. You can control your own mind and other people's, body and mind. And then the seventh power is a very strong willpower. You just will something, it happens. You want something, and it just starts happening, whatever you want. Very strong willpower, right? It's like power of manifestation on steroid. And then the last power is the all encompassing Aladdin and his genie power, whatever you wish for, right? The eighth power, whatever you wish for, you're going to be able to manifest and get it, right? Is the eighth power. So they say 1,008 because you must keep in mind this is your goal. You're doing count, you're doing sets of 10,000 and you're doing sets of 100,000, because the goal is if you can have these eight powers, then you know you've reached the maturation of this mantra, particular mantra. That's why it's to keep the reminder every time you're doing 1,008. How far are you? Because you can get 1,000 other powers, right? Like Vak Siddhi, whatever you say will come to pass or be true, and a lot of small things I don't know, right? But there's thousands of powers, right? That one can get, like clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, right? A lot of things to be able to read people's mind and tell the future, and be able to understand, translate people's dreams, right? And be able to speak any language, right? You get all these powers, right? As But it's not the eight. When you get those all eight, you have got the crowning glory. You have matured that mantra, right? So I hope that information helps you. Take care of yourself always.